This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Patriots of Houston. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Niner defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. At their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go play action here. Purdy. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Levy, and he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. This defense for the Pats very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you just...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, 21. They end up with nothing.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to take another shot here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, Ram. Set.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This will be fielded at the 17. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. That's Gross. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. Levy, nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Ordinarily, third down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the second level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Strong again. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy on third down. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
On second down now, Levy. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
The defense has gotten to feel a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Tony took right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Here's Strong to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, Levy. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
third down. Levy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Purdy off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna-Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first run of this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Purdy on 4th down. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Levy. He'll take it inside the 25.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Levy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fist fights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fist fights.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 41.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Herbert. Open is Powell. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
28-yard line.
Five nine. Ready.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9.
On the option right is Lance. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 3rd and 7. Purdy now to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. On first down, Levy. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Play action. Now Purdy. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now a give, right side. Levy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Purdy. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
12, 12. Let's go, let's go. Hey, go Lion, go.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Jabril Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Go.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Pats, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. Up the middle they go. Levy, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Levy, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a 2nd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been on. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert going to change the play here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's 59. Baylor Tigers. Set.
Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Powell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Coleman trips right. Go.
On the draw is Stevenson. It's on the ground. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready.
A give for Stevenson, running right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's third down at 5.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, counselor.
Now Herbert. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down, because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And this one is right down the middle.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
This is first and 10.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught. He tossed it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Purdy.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And San Francisco will call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good.
But Charles, that's something that this league has only seen a little over 20 times in its 100-year history. He comes through with a 60-yard field goal.
And I'm just wondering, does he even believe it yet? Has it sunk in? Let's face it, guys dream about this. They think about it. They practice for it. But for it to actually happen, impressive. What a kick.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard
There's 1st and 10.
Ray. Hey, easy. We're going orange.
Herbert. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 58 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Stevenson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
5-9.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
21. Ready.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for San Francisco, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.